Okay, so here's what we got for our. I haven't tallied them up yet, but we certainly saw, counted at least a couple of dozen monarch butterflies. Recorded what vegetation they were on, and now we're back at the truck, and we're going to do some tagging. We'll go ahead and start. So these are actually tags that are printed by Monarch Watch out at University of Kansas. They come white when we get them, but I color them blue, special for St. Mark. So if somebody sees a monarch butterfly with a blue tag on it, they'll know it came from St. Mark's. It's real hard to see, but there's, especially since I've colored it blue, but there's an alphanumeric on it. So this version has 4 letters and 3 numbers. So that's what we're going to record when we're tagging the monarch. So the one real expensive piece of equipment that we use for tagging is a toothpick. So I'll grab one out here, and let me go ahead and start. Tell them where we're starting here. If I can read it. So ABJB 688 will be the first one, and then all the rest will have that same numbers there. And I've got my toothpick, and try not to touch the tag with my hands. I don't want to get oils from my fingers on it. And so I'll get Helen to just pull this out of the cage, the portable cage. And the standard place where we mark it, or put the tag, is this mitten-shaped cell. This is on the underside of the hind right wing. So that's sort of the standard place to do it. So I'll put that on there. I'm going to roll out the toothpick and make sure that Helen puts down what the sex is, and this is a female. So 688 is a female, nice healthy female. Again, it got the abdomen that's sort of flat from side to side. It has kind of a hook right there. And so now it's so warm here, they'll just fly away. Maybe go to Mexico, we don't know. But if somebody intercepts that monarch butterfly with a tag on it, it's kind of like putting a note in a bottle. Somebody has to find the bottle and then read the note. In this case, they have to catch the monarch butterfly, or if they find it dead, they can still record what the number was and report that back to Monarch Watch. Now this is a male, real chubby male with a big, nice round abdomen and the claspers at the end. So 689 is a male, and again the male is the one that has the spots on it, the pheromone patches on the hind wings. So if you see a monarch visiting a flower, you can amaze your friends and tell them that whether it's male or female. Oh, that one got away, but already had a tag on it. So this next one's going to be 690, and it's a male. Put that on the mitten-shaped cell. That's ready to go. Get the legs out. Oops, no, there we go. When I have volunteers here, some of the most fun ways to release a monarch butterfly is to put it on their nose and see how long it stays there. 691 is a male. I can tell, but I can see that stain there. It matches up to the spot. But again, it's so warm, they're just ready to fly. 692, another male. 693 is a nice brightly colored one, another male. Typically, there's going to be more males than females, especially early in the season. As the season gets further along. You get more toward the middle of November and beyond. It seems like the sexes even out. There'll be almost as many females as males. 694 male. Here the boat-tailed grackles making a racket. I don't put it past them to grab a monarch or two. Even though monarch butterflies are bad tasting, they get their bad, this is a 695, another male. They get their bad taste from the milkweed that they grow up on. It has cardiac glycosides in it, so it's toxic and doesn't taste good either. And that, so there's not many things that really want to eat a monarch butterfly. The coloration of a monarch, these bright orange and black are warning colorations that you see in nature. So you think of things that can hurt you, like bees and wasps, and in this case something toxic like a monarch. So 696 is a male. So generally you see something brightly colored like a monarch butterfly and you say, aha, that's something I should stay away from. Oh, there you go. So I grew up learning that the other butterfly looks a lot like a monarch, except it has it's a little bit smaller and has a black inner ring like that on the wing. That's called a blanking.
Viceroy.
Viceroy, thank you, Helen. It was like early morning. 697 is another male. Learning that the monarch butterfly is the model, the distasteful model, and the Viceroy is the mimic of it. And it tastes good, but then I learned later, well, actually, no, they both taste bad. The Viceroy grows up eating willow, which has salicylic acid in it, which also gives it a real bitter taste. 698 is a male. I hadn't done it yet. 699 is a male. So that kind of mimicry still works. If you have several bad tasting things that all look alike, then that helps them all. That a predator just needs to learn what one of them looks like, or tastes like, and then we'll avoid the other ones that look like it.
It's like some bleaching or something too.
Oh yeah, this is weird. This is kind of like piebald. I don't know if I've seen that before. That's really, I don't know what it means. It's a male, and it looks like those weird markings are pretty symmetric. So I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what that is.
Both sides?
Yeah, you see it on the bottom side too. Why don't you make a note of that in case someone sees. This is lucky number 700. It's got that weird.
It's a male, right?
Yes, male. Let's take another look at him. So the monarch butterfly is not the only butterfly that eats milkweed and gets its bad taste from it, but also the close relative is called the queen butterfly, which looks very similar from underneath here, but has a much more just orangey top without all these lines on it. So let me show you something else close up about a monarch butterfly. First, let me put this as the 701 is a female. And that's when I'm showing monarchs and I have a group of people here, I'll say, so what kind of animal is a monarch butterfly? Well, so, well, it's an insect. Okay, well, how many legs does an insect have? Well, everyone knows that insects have 6 legs. But look, if I'm holding the toothpick here, how many legs do you see? There's only 4. Well, that's weird. Is this really an insect? Well, yes, of course it is. But it only has, the monarch only has 4 legs that it uses for walking and for holding on. It has 2 other legs that holds up close up under its chin. Now, let's see if I can show those to you. There it is here. Here's one of the front legs. It's sort of like a little T-Rex that has the little teeny front legs here that aren't used for walking. They're probably used for some kind of sensory thing. While I've got your attention up close here, let's see the business end of an adult butterfly. This is proboscis, a long tongue that uses to nectar with. It's all coiled up when it's not being used, but it can stretch it out. This one looks at least ½ an inch long, and stick that into a plant. Okay, here's the antennae. Insects have 3 body parts. The head, the middle part, which with the legs and the wings are attached to, is called the thorax. And then again the back part, which has the stomach and the reproductive organs, is the abdomen. They're up close and personal with a monarch, and let it fly away. Okay, so I was about to tag this butterfly. I noticed a couple things. First of all, it's all beat up. It's missing parts of its front wings here. It can still fly, but probably not so well. But the next thing I noticed, that its abdomen is all brown and crusty, and that's probably evidence of a protozoan disease that monarch butterflies get. It has a long Latin name, but it's abbreviated OE. And there's been a lot of concern about that disease in monarchs, and trying to be careful that you're not spreading it from monarch to monarch. It is often it's been associated with monarch butterflies that are using year-round milkweed. So especially the tropical milkweed that some people purchase is usually almost the only one available. It's really cool because it keeps producing year-round, but there's been some evidence that tropical milkweed is not a native to Florida, but it serves as a reservoir for OE, and that monarchs may be more likely to get it from using the tropical milkweed when the other milkweeds would normally not be available. But I'll go ahead and put a tag on it, 703. It's a male, and let's see if he can fly up.